What if I told you the American dream is being rewritten, reimagined, and relaunched for the 21st century? In 2025, a new wave of titans isn't just participating in the American economy. They are fundamentally leading it, profoundly reshaping the landscapes of wealth and innovation across the United States. And a great many of them share a common, powerful heritage. Immigrants from India are proving, on a scale never seen before, that the journey from the most humble of beginnings to the most unimaginable of fortunes is more possible than ever. This isn't simply a list of the wealthiest Indian American families. This is a deep exploration of how they meticulously built their empires from the ground up, brick by brick, idea by idea. We will count down the top 10, delving into the brilliant minds, the strategic pivots, and the relentless, unyielding drive behind these multi-billion-dollar fortunes. From a cybersecurity guru who grew up in a remote village with absolutely no electricity, to a financial wizard who made a massive, world-watching bet on emerging markets when everyone else was running for the exits. These are the stories that truly define a generation. We'll uncover their origins, break down the mechanics of their billion-dollar businesses, and see precisely how their families were not just spectators, but integral partners in their incredible success. Understand that this is more than a story about money. It is a story about resilience in the face of adversity, about ambition that transcends borders, and about a specific, powerful mindset that is creating some of the most formidable family dynasties in the modern world. Stick around, because the story you will hear at number 1 will fundamentally change the way you think about the path to success, sacrifice, and the building of a lasting legacy. Coming in at number 10 on our list is a corporate titan, a modern-day general who has steered some of the world's most influential and powerful technology companies from the very top, Nikesh Arora. With a formidable net worth of around $1.4 billion, as Arora's story offers a different path to immense wealth. It isn't about founding a startup in a garage, but about transforming colossal, existing companies from within, unlocking billions in value through sheer strategic vision. Born into an Indian army family, Nikesh's upbringing was steeped in discipline and adaptability. His education then became a veritable checklist for global corporate success. First, an engineering degree from the prestigious IIT BHU, providing a rigorous analytical foundation. He then moved to the United States, earning an MBA from Northeastern and, to round out his financial acumen, a master's in finance from Boston College. This combination of engineering, business, and finance created a uniquely powerful skill set. His career truly took flight at Google. There, he rose through the ranks to become the chief business officer and, at the time, the company's highest-paid executive. His role was monumental. He was essentially the architect of the sophisticated advertising engine that turned Google from a popular search tool into a global behemoth that redefined commerce. After his tenure at Google, he took on another massive challenge, moving to SoftBank Group as president, where he was tasked with managing a huge, sprawling portfolio of global technology investments. However, it is his current role as CEO of Palo Alto Networks that has truly cemented his billion-dollar fortune. Since taking the helm in 2018, he has executed a masterful transformation of the company. He shifted its focus from a traditional hardware-focused business to a comprehensive, subscription-based, cloud-native cybersecurity giant. In a world where every aspect of our lives is moving online, Arora has brilliantly positioned Palo Alto Networks as the essential, indispensable guardian of that digital world. The family side of his story is one of a true global citizen, navigating life and leadership across multiple continents. He represents a different, yet equally powerful, path to creating a family legacy. One built not on founding a company, but on visionary executive leadership at the highest possible level. His compensation, often a strategic mix of salary and massive stock options, reflects the immense value he creates, giving his family a direct and significant stake in the corporate giants he helps build. Nikesh Arora's journey is definitive proof that you don't have to invent the machine to own a significant and powerful part of it. At number 9, we have a trailblazer in the highly specialized and deeply impactful medical field, David Paul. As the founder and executive chairman of Globus Medical, he has meticulously built a billion-dollar fortune by innovating in the high-stakes, high-precision world of medical devices. With a net worth of about $1.5 billion, his is a story of where world-class engineering prowess meets a sharp, undeniable entrepreneurial vision. Born in India, David Paul began his journey by earning a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Madras. He then moved to the US to further his education, obtaining his master's from Temple University. His career began at Synthes, a major medical device company, which served as his training ground. It was there that he honed his skills and learned the intricacies of the industry. But in 2003, he took a monumental leap of faith. He left the security of his established career to start his own company from scratch, Globus Medical. Globus Medical focuses on a critical, complex, and life-changing area: spine implants and musculoskeletal solutions. Think of the incredibly intricate devices, the screws, rods, and cages needed to treat debilitating spinal disorders. Paul's company designs, develops, and manufactures these crucial components. He didn't just build a company, he built a relentless innovation engine. As a named inventor on dozens of patents, he was not a distant manager, but was deeply, personally hands-on in the company's technological development. In 2012, he took Globus Medical public, a milestone event that officially solidified his place as a billionaire. His family's wealth is directly and inextricably tied to the success of the company he built from the ground up with his own 2 hands and brilliant mind. He continues to guide its overarching strategy as the executive chairman. David Paul's journey is a powerful illustration of how deep, specialized technical expertise in a niche field can be the foundation for a powerful and lasting family empire in the critical healthcare industry. Next on our list is a man whose story is a definitive masterclass in turning a moment of profound crisis into a world-changing opportunity, Raj Sardana. As the founder and CEO of Innova Solutions, Sardana built a formidable tech services empire that has resulted in a net worth of $2 billion. Born in Delhi to parents who had migrated during the partition of India, Sardana grew up in modest government housing, an experience that instilled a powerful drive. He moved to the US for his master's degree with just a few dollars in his pocket, a classic immigrant story, even working in a college cafeteria to make ends meet. His big break, and what was simultaneously his biggest challenge, came in the late 1990s. As the entire corporate world panicked about the infamous Y2K bug, fearing a global technological meltdown, Sardana saw a massive, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He acted decisively. He flew to India, recruited 125 highly skilled software engineers, and brought them to the US on H-1B visas to launch his IT firm, Innova Solutions. His timing was nothing short of perfect. The demand for tech talent was so explosive that companies, desperate for solutions, were eager to work with him. From that one initial bold move, Innova Solutions grew into a global powerhouse. Today, it boasts over 50,000 employees and serves a roster of Fortune 500 clients across the technology, telecom, and healthcare sectors. Sardana's family story is the quintessential immigrant narrative of profound resilience. The decision to start his company came after he was laid off from a corporate job. At the time, he had a new house, a 6-month-old daughter, and his parents living with him, all depending on him. He took his entire life savings of $25,000 and made a vow to build his own future, to never be in that position again. That burning determination turned a moment of deep personal crisis into a multi-billion-dollar family legacy. At number 7, we have one of the wisest, most prescient, and most successful early investors in the entire history of Silicon Valley, Kavitak Ram Shriram. With a net worth of around $3 billion, His fortune is a powerful testament to one legendary investment, a single bet that didn't just pay off, it fundamentally changed the world. Born in India, Shriram earned a math degree from the University of Madras before moving to the US and diving headfirst into the chaotic, burgeoning early internet era. He proved his executive talent at Netscape, a pioneer of the web. He later became president of Junglee, an online shopping comparison site that was acquired by Amazon in 1998. That strategic move landed him a coveted spot on Jeff Bezos' own executive team during the company's formative years. But it was what he did next that made history. While he was working at Amazon, Shriram was introduced to two Stanford PhD students named Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They had a wild, ambitious, and unproven idea for a new kind of search engine. Shriram was so deeply impressed by their vision and their technology that he wrote them a check for $250,000, becoming one of Google's very first angel investors before the company was even officially incorporated. He also joined its board of directors. Years later, when Google went public in one of the most anticipated IPOs of all time, his relatively small early bet turned into a world-altering fortune. Since 2000, Shriram has operated as a venture capitalist, funding the next generation of startups through his firm Sherpalo Ventures. The name Sherpalo is a clever combination of Sherpa and Palo Alto, perfectly reflecting his mission to guide and support entrepreneurs on their difficult journey to the summit. He and his family are also major philanthropists, having donated over $60 million to Stanford University, where his daughters attended and where he now serves as a trustee. Shriram's story is the ultimate example of how incredible foresight and one perfectly timed, courageous bet can create a powerful and enduring legacy for generations to come. Breaking into our list at number 6 is a true titan of the tech world, a leader who has redefined her industry, Jayshree Ullal. As the longtime CEO and now chairperson of Arista Networks, she has shattered glass ceilings and relentlessly built a networking powerhouse from the ground up. With a net worth of approximately $4.5 billion, her story is one of bold leadership, unwavering conviction, and the courage to take on an industry Goliath. Born in London and raised in New Delhi, Ullal's journey to Silicon Valley was paved with a world-class education in engineering. She spent 15 highly successful years at the networking giant Cisco, rising through its ranks and growing its switching business into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. She was comfortable, respected, and at the top of her game. But in 2008, she made a move that shocked the industry. She left the security and prestige of Cisco, the undisputed king of networking, to become the CEO of a tiny, unknown startup with zero revenue. Arista Networks. Arista's mission was audacious. It aimed to build the superhighways for the internet's new, burgeoning cities, cloud data centers. While other companies, including her former employer, built the equivalent of local roads for corporate networks, Arista focused exclusively on creating the ultra-fast, software-driven networks needed for massive-scale cloud computing and artificial intelligence. Under Ullal's visionary leadership, Arista didn't just survive, it thrived. She took the company public in 2014 and has been steadily stealing market share from Cisco ever since. Arista's revenue for 2023 was nearly $5.9 billion, a stunning testament to her vision and execution. Jayshree Ullal's family is deeply embedded in the fabric of Silicon Valley success. She herself owns a small but significant percentage of Arista's stock, with a portion of the family's holdings thoughtfully earmarked for her children and other family members. This establishes a clear and strategic plan for multi-generational wealth. Her journey is a powerful narrative of courage, conviction, and the incredible results that come from betting on yourself and building a multi-billion-dollar company that now forms the essential backbone of the modern internet. We're now halfway through our countdown, and the stories are only getting more incredible, the fortunes larger, and the journeys more inspiring. We've seen how these remarkable families have meticulously built their empires through visionary corporate leadership, life-saving medical innovation, crucial tech services, and absolutely brilliant investing. Each journey is a unique and powerful blueprint for success in the modern age. If you are finding these stories as inspiring and fascinating as we do, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss the top 5. In the second half of our show, we will reveal the names behind some of the most powerful companies and investment firms of our time. Your subscription is what helps us continue to bring you these in-depth stories of ambition, resilience, and world-changing innovation. Now, let's get back to the countdown. Kicking off our top 5 is a quiet giant of the financial world, a man who moves markets from behind the scenes, Rajiv Jain. As the founder and chief investment officer of GQG Partners, he is a true master of global markets. With a net worth of around $4.8 billion, his story is about making bold, often contrarian, bets that pay off in a massive way. Born and raised in India, Jain moved to the US in the early 1990s to pursue his MBA from the University of Miami. He began his career at the Swiss firm von Tobel Asset Management. There, he quietly rose through the ranks to become co-CEO and was responsible for managing tens of billions of dollars in emerging market funds. But in 2016, after a long and successful career, he took the entrepreneurial leap, launching his own firm, GQG Partners, which stands for Global Quality Growth. To understand his business, think of Jain as a master global strategist who consistently sees immense value where other investors only see risk. He is famous for his bold and independent investment style. For instance, in 2023, when India's massive Adani Group was under a fierce attack from a short seller report, causing panic in the markets, Jain made a massive, contrarian bet. He invested nearly $2 billion into the Adani companies while others were fleeing. The move proved to be incredibly successful, cementing his reputation as a shrewd, courageous, and independent thinker. He and his family took GQG Partners public on the Australian Stock Exchange in 2021, a landmark deal that officially made him a multi-billionaire. Living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, far from the frenetic hustle of Wall Street, Rajiv Jain has built a global financial empire by trusting his own deep-seated instincts and maintaining a laser focus on high-quality companies located all across the globe. Coming in at number 4 is a serial entrepreneur, a man who has mastered the art of building and selling software companies over and over again. Ramesh Wadhwani, with an estimated net worth of a staggering $5 billion. His story is a testament to the power of creating a repeatable formula for success and nurturing a deep, abiding desire to give back. Ramesh Wadhwani's life began during the tumultuous 1947 partition of India. A distinguished alumnus of the prestigious IIT Bombay with a PhD from Carnegie Mellon, he is what you would call a serial builder of businesses. His primary vehicle for this work is the Symphony Technology Group, or STG, a private equity firm that specializes exclusively in the technology sector. Think of Wadhwani as a master mechanic for businesses. He doesn't always need to build a company from scratch. Instead, his genius lies in finding promising but underperforming software companies, buying them, and then using his team's deep expertise to tune them up, optimize their operations, and transform them into best-in-class market leaders. For example, in a brilliant strategic move, he recently merged 9 of his separate AI-focused companies to create a new entity, Symphony AI, creating an instant powerhouse in the artificial intelligence space. His first huge, life-changing success was Aspect Development, a software company that was acquired in 1999 for a staggering $9.3 billion in stock. That single deal catapulted him into the billionaire class and gave him the financial firepower and the strategic blueprint for all of his future ventures. Through his firm STG, he has built a vast portfolio of companies with combined revenues that stretch into the billions. But legacy is central to the Wadhwani story. He and his family are renowned philanthropists, primarily through the Wadhwani Foundation. The foundation's mission is to accelerate economic development in emerging economies by focusing on large-scale job creation and practical skill development. His family is deeply involved in this work, ensuring their legacy is one of both incredible financial success and profound, lasting social impact. Our bronze medalist is a man who soared to incredible heights by completely revolutionizing the skies over India, Rakesh Gangwal. As the co-founder of Indigo Airlines, he successfully brought the low-cost airline model to the subcontinent with a focus on ruthless efficiency. With a net worth of approximately $6.6 billion, his story is a masterclass in operational excellence. Gangwal is a seasoned veteran of the global aviation industry, having held numerous high-level positions, including serving as the CEO of US Airways. In 2006, he and his partner co-founded Indigo. They saw a massive, completely untapped market, a rapidly growing Indian middle class that wanted and needed to travel affordably by air. Their strategy was, in a word, brilliant. It was also brilliantly simple. Think of Indigo as the Formula One team of the aviation world. Every single component is meticulously optimized for performance and cost. They made the decision to operate only one type of aircraft, the Airbus A320, a move which streamlined everything from maintenance and repairs to pilot and crew training. They focused obsessively on quick turnarounds to keep planes in the air, generating revenue rather than sitting on the tarmac. The result of this disciplined strategy was nothing short of astonishing. From just a single aircraft in 2006, Indigo grew exponentially into India's largest airline, completely dominating the skies. The family part of his story is unique and fascinating. After a very public falling out with his co-founder over the direction of the company, Gangwal and his family trust, the Chinkapu Family Trust, have been systematically and strategically selling their stake in the company. These massive sales, worth billions of dollars, are a fascinating real-world example of how a founding family can strategically convert its ownership in a single, powerful empire into diversified, liquid wealth, securing the family's fortune for many future generations. Coming in at the coveted number 2 spot is a man who isn't just a billionaire, but a veritable kingmaker in Silicon Valley. We are talking about the legendary Vinod Khosla, the co-founder of Sun Microsystems and one of the world's most influential and forward-thinking venture capitalists. With a net worth of around $9.2 billion, his story is about seeing the future before anyone else does, and then funding that future into existence. As a teenager in India, Vinod Khosla read a magazine article about the founding of Intel, and it ignited a lifelong, burning passion for technology. After a stellar education at IIT Delhi, Carnegie Mellon, and Stanford, he co-founded Sun Microsystems in 1982. Sun's famous motto, "The network is the computer," was decades ahead of its time, perfectly predicting the internet-connected, cloud-based world we all live in today. But building one revolutionary company was not nearly enough for him. He transitioned into venture capital, first as a partner at the famed firm Kleiner Perkins, and then with his own firm, Khosla Ventures, which he founded in 2004. Think of him as a high-stakes talent scout for the future. He actively seeks out brilliant entrepreneurs with world-changing ideas in extremely risky but high-impact sectors like clean energy, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology. He provides them with the critical capital and guidance they need to grow. He's not interested in funding the next photo-sharing app. He's funding companies that could reinvent our energy grid or cure devastating diseases. The Khosla family is deeply involved in this ambitious mission. He and his wife, Neeru, are active philanthropists, and their immense wealth is seen as a dynamic force. one that is constantly being reinvested into pioneering new technologies and pressing social causes. His fortune wasn't built from just one single empire, but by enabling the creation of dozens of them, making him one of the great architects of the modern technological landscape. And now, we have arrived at the #1 richest Indian American family. At the very top of our list is a man whose personal story is the most powerful and dramatic embodiment of the American dream you will likely ever hear. With a staggering, almost unimaginable net worth of $17.9 billion, Jay Chaudhry and his family are the undisputed leaders. He's the founder and CEO of the cybersecurity giant, Scala. Jay Chaudhry's story begins in a tiny, remote village in Himachal Pradesh, India. It was a place with no electricity and no running water. He vividly remembers studying for his exams under a tree because there was no light at home. He recalls walking for miles every single day just to attend school. It was his sheer academic brilliance that earned him a place at the prestigious IIT BHU. And then, in 1980, he flew on a plane for the very first time in his life to attend the University of Cincinnati in the United States. After catching the entrepreneurial bug in America, he didn't just start one company. He founded a whole series of successful security startups, Secure IT, Core Harbor, Cypher Trust, and Air Defense, and methodically sold them all, learning and refining his process with each success. Then, in 2007, he founded his masterpiece, Scala. Chaudhry saw, far earlier than most, that with companies rapidly moving their data to the cloud and employees working from anywhere in the world, the old castle and moat security model was completely dead. Scala was built on a revolutionary idea. Instead of trying to build a digital fortress around a physical office, Scala built its fortress in the cloud itself. It serves as a secure, intelligent checkpoint that all of a company's internet traffic passes through, no matter where the employee is located. At home, in an airport, or in a coffee shop. This prescient vision made Scala an indispensable tool for modern business. The Chaudhry family is at the absolute core of this story. They collectively own a significant stake in the company, which forms the foundation of their immense wealth. In a defining moment in 1996, he and his wife, Jyoti, both quit their well-paying jobs and put their entire life savings on the line to fund his very first company. Their shared risk, their unwavering partnership, and their mutual belief define their incredible journey from a village with no light to a multi-billion-dollar empire that secures the digital world for us all. From Jay Chaudhry's world-spanning cloud security empire to Vinod Khosla's kingdom of venture capital, these stories paint a vivid, inspiring picture of 21st century success. What are the common threads that bind these incredible journeys? We see a foundation in elite education, very often from India's prestigious Indian Institutes of Technology, the IITs. We see a sharp, strategic focus on the two sectors that define our modern economy, technology and finance. And most importantly, we see a powerful, unrelenting self-made spirit. Reports indicate that the vast majority of America's immigrant billionaires built their fortunes entirely from scratch. These are not tales of inherited wealth or old money. These are stories of pure grit, of seeing a game-changing opportunity where others only saw a problem, and of building something monumental from absolutely nothing. They are the stories of families who took huge, often terrifying risks, frequently betting their entire life savings on a single, unproven idea. In their journeys, they haven't just amassed incredible, generation-defining fortunes. They've fundamentally reshaped their industries and, in doing so, have redefined the American dream for a new and ambitious generation. Which of these incredible stories inspires you the most? Is it the ultimate rags-to-riches journey of Jay Chaudhry or the bold, contrarian investing of Rajiv Jain? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the lives of these innovators, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories on the people and ideas that are shaping our world. Thanks for watching.